He flew in Top Gun. Have a personal life. How impressive. He flew in Top Gun. How impressive. Have a personal life. How impressive. He flew in Top Gun. Cruise has been married 3 times to actresses Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and Katie Holmes. 8 box office king. His movies have grossed worldwide. Mission Impossible, Fallout, and was one of the most successful films in his career. 9 world record in 2017. Cruise set a world record for the most stunts performed in a single movie, surpassing his own previous record in Mission Impossible. Ghost Protocol. Ghost Protocol. Cruise is actively involved in various charitable organizations, particularly those supporting children and helping with disaster relief efforts. Ghost Protocol.
you every single day. Echoes of your voice linger in the air. You're not here, and life's a vacant stare. Neon signs just blurring my tears. Can't escape the weight of these heavy fears. Lost without you like a shadow in the dark. Every beat of my heart bleeds a mark. Searching for a way to find you again. In this endless night that never ends. We dance under stars now, skies are gray. We silhouette fades slowly away. Every step's a memory of our love. Every breath a whisper from above. You believe in what it's just a ghost. Without you here I'm missing the most. The world's a stage but you're the light. Come back and set these wrongs to right. Lost without you like a shadow in the dark. Every beat of my heart leaves a mark. Searching for a way to find you again. In this endless night that never ends. Lost without you like a shadow in the dark. Every beat of my heart bleeds a mark. Searching for a way to find you again. In this endless night that never ends. It never ends. We stay awake, counting all the moments we can take. Whispers of the night, they call our name. Dancing in the dark with no shame. Energy flows like rivers to the sea. Feel the rhythm inside, let it be. Pulses of the earth match our heartbeat. In this trance we find our retreat. Booming bass keeps our souls alive. Swinging their frequency make us thrive. Monochrome mantra shifts our dreams. Lost in a world of glowing beams. Men's red minds reach out to touch the dawn. With every thought a new horizon drawn. Deep within this sacred trance, we lose ourselves in cosmic dance. Eyes closed tight, we trust the unknown. In the silence of the night we're shown. Every beat becomes a lifeline, infinity laced with every sign. Booming bass keeps our souls alive, swinging that frequency and make us thrive. Monochrome mantra shifts our dreams, lost in a world of glowing beams.
Everybody's chasing something, a sound, a love, a brand new start in this urban constellation where dreamers come to find their spark. Welcome to the concrete jungle where lights outshine the stars above. Welcome to the city's embrace. It's been waiting here for your love. New York, New York, it's calling out your name. New York, New York, you'll never be the same. Subway rumbles underfoot, skyscrapers touch the sky in this melting pot of cultures. Even broken hearts can fly. Welcome to the concrete jungle where lights outshine the stars above. Welcome to the city's embrace. It's been waiting here for your love. New York, New York, it's calling out your name. New York, New York, you'll never be the same. Like the city's ever-changing skyline, love here keeps you on your toes. It might drive you crazy, baby, but that's how your story grows. Welcome to the concrete jungle where lights outshine the stars above. Welcome to the city's embrace. It's been waiting here for your love. New York, New York, it's calling out your name. New York, New York, you'll never be the same. The rhythm of the streets becomes the soundtrack of your dreams. Welcome to New York, where nothing's quite what it seems.
You're walking like a jukebox, hum sweet but don't take requests. Lips like cheap bourbon burning slowly, then falls obsessed. Your eyes slash traffic light red, but I'm pedal to the floor. Your touch, a razor's kiss, sharp till it don't cut no more. Everyone inside's dead. I double down the bed. Your love's a fever I can't sweat, itching for one more regret. You're a beast, hands in velvet, soft silent thought, a diamond behind glass, shining like a red. A neon noose tied around my neck. Tangled close, never ever we connect. You're the crooked roulette wheel. You're the flame I keep chasing. I keep chasing me dead. You're a mirage in a taxi cab, fogging up the glass. Whispered I'll stay like smoke rings, gone before they pass. We dance like a knife fight, all he knows goddamn true. My heart's a slot machine, you rigged it, stole the proof. Every crash was a lullaby, every line just a spark. You're the itch in my stitches, tearing on my heart in the dark. You're a beast, hands in velvet, soft southern thought, a diamond behind glass, shining like a red. A neon noose tied around my neck, tangled close, never letting me connect. Life's a crooked roulette wheel. You're the flame I keep chasing. Found your number in a phone booth, dime stuck in the slot. Your love's a rigged arcade game, high score, but you are. That proves you left, spotted bodega trash, still stings my palm. You're the shadow on the fire, stay close but never calm. Burn it down, liar's flame. Eternal light where we stand, in your presence, hand in hand. Peaceful glow where souls unite, guided by your holy light. Shining angel where we dwell, heaven's warmth where we excel. Pure soul where hearts rejoice, in the moonlight we hear your voice. Endless light, life begins anew. In your grace we find what's true. Deep serenity, In your grace we find what's true. Deep serenity, where we rest. In your wisdom we are blessed. Shining angel, where we dwell. Heaven's warmth, where we excel. Pure soul, where hearts rejoice. In the moonlight, we hear your voice. Gefolgt von einem sanften Klang mit synthetischen its eyes, spider webs behind my eyes. Footsteps soft on sanity's edge, whispers echo from the ledge, stumbling through the mind's dark maze, signals lost in static gaze. Screaming silence fills the room. you were at work. Heaven burns this day as the stars fall from the sky. Angels falling one by one as this light fades tonight. Heaven burns. skies in flames. For the angels have lost their way, the souls that travel upon this day. Each one is turned away. Angels fall from the skies above. Snow white wings they turn to black. For the angels they are falling now. No hope of turning back. Heaven burns this day as the stars fall from the sky. Angels falling one by one as its light it fades tonight. Heaven burns this day. Angels lose their wings in flames. Hope it fades with halos bright as heaven's flames they glow. Heaven lights the skies above as the ashes they fall to earth. Humanity has lost their way. The reason that heaven burns, why do you all turn away from kindness and from love? I hear a lonely angel cry as she's lost of heaven above. Heaven burns this day as the stars fall from the sky. Angels falling one by one as its light it fades tonight. Heaven burns this day. Angels lose their wings in flames. Hope it fades with halos bright as heaven's flames they glow. Heaven burns this day, for humanity has turned away. Angels fall from up above, wings burning in the air. The angels song for hope of heart for all that have turned away. Heaven burns upon this day. I hear the angels say. For humanity has turned away. Angels fall from up above, wings burn.